small doesn't mean you being involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how the fuck you gotta do it. If you really wanna fall, take it far and get back against the wall. And a bunch of niggas need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway. Saw you last night, but did it broad day.
Big man gotta speak, man.
I need to get into some money in this bitch bag.
Yeah, before we continue with the intro, Susie, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yes, all right. You said you're part of the Forex, right? You said you're part of Forex, right? Susan particularly. So, but I've not seen any screenshot you posted concerning your profits, even if it's demo or live account. Why? What's the problem? Huh? Let me understand. Don't you understand EP, TP, SL? Don't you understand the meaning of those things? All right. Now or later? All right.
Yeah. Big bag, got a big mad. A nigga get into some money in this bitch bag. Jumping out the roast truck with the tip tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. Ask a nigga in my hood, he gon' say that I'm stamped. And when those situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down rain, the dent. But now it's champagne showers when we poppin' the champ. We done all the fast in they tracks. Niggas can't be us cause they rats. Stay tall, pull a fear, never let. I knew a nigga had it all, went to the bed, get it back. That's why I'm humble as ever. And I remember whatever. Don't chase hoes cause they come with the shutter. I see my man girl start acting bougie when he fucks with cheddar. Before you know it, niggas was fucking her better. I knew about it and I wanted to tell him I felt funny as ever. But when I told him, he went running to tell her. Damn. Remember I was down bad, I'm talking under the cellar. None of Rolls Royces come with umbrellas. For the rain and all the pain that we've been through. If you don't feed your wolves, they gon' put you on the menu. That's why I be with family and some boys that I've been new. If money determine loyalty, we cut you with against you.
Now I'm gonna get you facts.
Rule number one, never catch your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number two, never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses. Rule number three, say you got that money, shit, you better stop splurging. When it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you're worthless. Respect the game, fuck the fame. The millionaires, fuck the watch and little chain. She ain't still paying, call it little thing. Feel yourself, I know you got a little lane. Just hold your composure. I see this shit happen over and over. That couple $100,000
Only so that ain't real money.
That's real money, buy rolling, get a real money. Catch a case, pay a lawyer, take a deal money. Now you tapped out, ain't got no appeal money. Come home like niggas did you wrong. But when you had that money, you could've put niggas on. In the moment that they put cuffs on you, the bitch was gone. Student of the game, I'm just ahead of my class. I'm that nigga, but I never got my head in my ass. I'm doing good, but I'm ready for bed. And you won't never catch me frank, cause I'm used to being second to last. Play the game. Rule number one, never catch your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number two, never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses. Rule number three, say you got that money, shit, you better stop splurging. So when it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you're worthless. Respect the game. Yeah. Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dog. Playing with my name, this shit is lethal, dog. But Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dog. Don't just say it, now you gotta show me what you gotta do. Bring the clip back empties. Yeah, asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dog. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dog. There ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dog. Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how the fuck you gotta do it. If you really wanna ball, take it far, make it back against the wall. And a bunch of niggas need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway. So your last nigga did it for day. Yeah, a lot of murk coming in a hallway. Got a sticky and I keep it at my dog's place. Girl, I left you love it, magic, not all shade. Still going bad on you anyway. I can feel like any rest in my memories. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Jason Terry. Rich and Millie cause a Lambo. Known to keep the better bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my trap, I move like Rambo. Ain't a neighborhood in Philly that I can't go.
For real.
She said, oh, you rich. Bitch, I graduated, call me Big Fish.
Bitch, I got it ready to call me Big Fish, you know what I'm saying? All right. Ouch. Just made the few analysis on Euro JPY, so expect Euro JPY signal to drop in next 3 hours, you know what I'm saying? Because this market, I'm expecting it 2 things. It's either gonna go this level. There's actually a resistance at this point, you know what I'm saying? So let me just mark it out. Just a slight move. Mark it out at this level. So what I'm expecting is a move here. All right, then it drops down at this point and it gives us an impulsive bullish move. Man, Forex is sweet, guys. Forex is sweet. It's only in Forex that you can turn $10 into $100 in one trade. HFX can't do that. That's the secret about the two of them. HFX can't do that. HFX is going to give you money, but the money is fixed. Do you understand what I mean by fixed? You have a fixed return. But in Forex, your profit is never fixed. If you're right. In Forex, your profit is never fixed. You could assume, you could calculate your profit, but it is never fixed. You can't say if, just like HFX, if you put $50 and your profit, like your ROI is about 70%, we obviously know $50, 50% is $25. So your money should be around $35 or so. Exactly. Your money should be around $35. $35 profit. So since it's $35, that's it. That's all you just get if the trade clear. But in Forex, if you use that $50 to trade, you have huge potentials of getting higher than $35. I've literally seen a guy that used $10 to get $3,000. It is not jazz. It is not juju. It's actually true. $10 to form $3,000 in 2 trades. That day, I'm sure God just blessed him, because there are some cases whereby you place the trade, you'll be like, you're sure of this analysis. And the next, instead of it to go small as you've assumed and you forecasted, the thing just spike up. Like you see this kind of candle now. This kind of candle, you just see it. I don't know if you guys have observed, even in your pocket option, it happens. whereby you just see a very long candle, either up or down, but massively long. You've experienced that, if you've seen it. And there's some cases whereby you'll be opportune to place the trade according to the direction of that long movement. All right. So, any of you have an idea of what we said we're going to be talking about the next day? I said we're going to be talking about something yesterday, but because I wasn't active yesterday, so do you guys remember? Any idea? All right, so we were talking about see the way the market is pushing up so much. Can you see the way, if you check your Euro JPY right now, you guys should go to your pocket option, check pocket option Euro JPY. It must surely drop here, then continue the impulsive move. Check your market Euro JPY. You see Euro JPY is on the move. So we're making an analysis on the 1 hour and the 15 minutes time frame. All right. How many of you still have your markup on that currency? What currency did we use? Okay, I gave different currencies. So, but for that trade that day, what currency did I use? Let me check it. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We use Euro USD. How could we use Euro USD? Euro USD is like the pair I've been checking all my life. Can you guys hear me properly? High flow is having a problem hearing me. I think we use card JPY. I don't know. All right. I'm going to cancel everything on this chart. So right now we're going to the 1 hour time frame to set it up. So guys, can you see what's going on right here? With what I observe, what trend is this market? What trend is this market? Uptrend. How? How is that an uptrend? It's a downtrend. Can't you see the flow? The pullback, that is what we're looking at because it's a 1 hour time frame. All right. So without further ado, let's just mark it out ASAP. Please mute yourself. Hope you guys understand what I'm about to do, or what I'm doing per se. Today we're going to be talking about timing. All right, write it down. We're going to be talking about timing. After markup, timing. We did markup the other day. We're going to be talking about timing. Very, very important. So we're done with the markups. We're done with the markups. Can you guys see this is a massive bull? A massive bullish. When markets are going like this, bullish, you can't seem to figure out your entry point. You just need it to go back down. It has actually gotten to resistance. That is why it is dropping slightly. You don't understand the markup. Why will you say that? Were you active the day I taught markup? Hi, Flo. No. So that's the problem. That's the problem. Do any of you understand what I did there? Do any of you understand what I did there? Okay, I don't understand the line. The question now is, were you active? The question now is, were you active the day I taught markup? Emmanuel, you said not everything. I told you guys you need to mark up the top of the week, number one. Then number two, you need to mark up the beginning of the body from the week. Are we communicating? After you've marked it up from the week, then you go to the bottom and you mark it up from the body again. Which week exactly? Because the lines are plenty. I just marked up two candles, just two candles. If I was to mark out 3 time frames, you will be so confused. You are trying to drag me back to explaining markup, and I don't want to do that. Trying to drag me back to explain markup. And if I explain markup, I won't explain what I need to explain today, which is very important, timing. So what I'll do is I'll have to look for the video and send it to. Today I'm going to make the mass upload. So I'm going to upload all of them on my YouTube channel. So once I upload it, you can just go there and watch it. Stressing me to go back to markup is something quite difficult to do now. So in this case, what I'm just going to be doing is explain the colors for you. I'm going to explain the colors for you. Let me make it thicker. I'm going to explain the colors for you. Then if you're smart enough, you're going to understand the colors. All right, so I think you can see the colors well enough. So now, we've marked out these areas and we are here looking forward to a buy or a sell. But in this case, this is an uptrend based on the reversal, all right? The market is changing position on the lower time frame. Remember I told you guys on the group that rejections and retracements happens on the lower time frame, the more. This boy, stop crying. Happens on the lower time frame, the more. So in this case, we are looking forward to a buy, all right? But how can we get the buy now? The buy is actually going to be hard. No, I don't have a child. I don't have a child. That is my brother. So, as I was saying, nigga, stop texting on this thing. I'm going to be confused. Stop texting, you make me confused. We're looking forward to a buy. So in this case, How can we get a buy? The buy has to come to our support level before we buy. True or false? It is true, because for it to come to our support level, it has to make a reversal. All right? Like I told you guys, do not trade against the trend. The trend is your friend. So it is advised you trade with the trend. All right, so in this case now, we've seen it obviously. We've seen it obviously that the market is there for us to trade on. So now, how are we going to get our entry? That's the question. How are we going to get our entry? We need to wait for this market to come down here. Here, before we take our entry for a move. Here. Do you guys understand me? Do you understand why it needs to come down? Let me know. Let's make this interactive. Do you guys understand why it needs to come down?
Recording in progress.
Can you guys hear me? Ask the question, answer the question. I asked the question, why do you think the market needs to come down before you place a bullish? Why? It has to hit the support. Exactly, it has to hit the support before anything. Market has to hit the support before a bearish impulsive movement. Did you? I don't understand. Did you contradict yourself? Which is with the trend? You're quite contradicting yourself. The market has to hit the support before a bearish. It's quite difficult to understand. Has to hit the support so we can get a bullish impulsive move. Now, do you see what I'm talking about? Can you guys see what's happening right now in the market? How many of you can see my screen? Did you see the arrow? It needs to come down first. All right. The market needs to come down first. And remember, the arrow was placed before it even started dropping. That's what happens when you know what the market is going to do. So in this case now, you just have to be patient. Don't follow, don't rush. That's it, don't rush. Don't rush the market. If you're rushing, you have all ability to lose. And do you know why it is dropping like this? Because there is a resistance right there. There is a resistance right here. And this is it here. Let me mark it out. Can you guys see it? That's the resistance there. So the resistance work is to bring this market down. Then because of price action laws, the market has to buy the ceiling of an uptrend. We're going to be talking about price action as we roll on. You understand? So stay tuned for that. because I've been talking about price action, price action, price action. Price action holds the market. If you understand price action, you can trade without indicators. You can trade without anything. You are the indicator yourself because you understand what the next movement of the market will be. All right. So we just have to wait for it to get here, which is an obvious support. Though it is carrying the red color, that is something about price action. When a market breaks, listen, all right. When a market breaks the support, breaks the resistance, wait for the market to hit that resistance. Like this is it here. All right. This is it right here. This my hand at the top is the resistance. So this one down is the candle. So once the market breaks the support and you see the candle above it, all right, leave the market alone. Let it go up. Once it goes up, this is what will happen. It will reverse back, like it will reverse back and hit that resistance again. That is where price action laws come to pass. You understand? It will hit that point. Then what do you expect? You're expecting what? A bullish move. Once you hit that place, you're expecting a bullish move. And once a bullish move occurs, before it even occurs, when it hits that point, wait for the close of that candle. That is how you get your entry point. Do you understand how to derive an entry point now? Because I get questions like, how do I know my entry? How do I know when to enter the market? How? I just explained how you can literally get a very dominant entry point that when you place the market there, the market has no other option than to submit to your analysis. You guys understand? It has no other option than to submit to your analysis. Explain again, all right? The network broke. Okay, I'm going to go again. How do you get an entry point? Right, please, it will be important. How do we get an entry point? On a bullish move, just as this one in our front, all right? Just as this one in our front now. If I were you, okay, let me not say anything. Do what you have to do. Just as this one in our front right now. We are trying to analyze a live market, right? We're trying to analyze a live market. This is CAD JPY on the 15 minutes time frame. Remember, I said the market respects the 1 hour time frame and the 15 minutes time frame well enough for HFX. Forex, you need to go higher. You need to go 4 hours, you need to go 1 day. And in some cases, you need to go weekly. All right, you need to go weekly. So now, on this bullish move, we are confused. All right, we are confused. We are looking at the market. The market is just going up, up, up. I told you, you can't enter the market because of that. Because you think it's going to be going up always. That's something we feel happens to us, fear of missing out. All right. We think the market is still going to be going up, 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 up. No. It has a point of rejection. And once it gets to that point, it's going to reject and reverse. And once it reverses, you that placed an upward movement, you obviously know what happens. Your money will go because you've lost. So now, the question is, how do you get a good entry point that will still suit the upward movement? Do you understand? Always trade with the trend. That is something you need to understand. If you trade with the trend, you will have no reason to lose because you will want to abide to the rules of the trend. Guys, let me ask a question now. I need a response, please. Can you see that that market has not exceeded my resistance? Looking at the chart, you see that the market has just been on that resistance level for the past 10 minutes. This is a 15 minutes candle. So what it means is it takes 15 minutes before the candle can change. So now you want to get an entry point, but you want to follow the trend, right? This is an upward trend. The market has already started going up before you came to the market. So now the question is, how will you get an entry point? Look for the closest resistance. Do you understand? Look for the closest resistance. Once you look for the closest resistance, what do you tend to do? Wait. Place your resistance there, all right, to see if the market is going to respect what you say. Just as this one, I placed the resistance there, the market got to that place. It is not because of that resistance that the market is expecting it. It's not because of it's not because of I placed that rectangle there that the market is expecting it. No, but it's because of I observed the market and I know that the market is going to respect it. So what I did was just to use a rectangle to put it there so I can identify it easily. Do you understand? Because people get this thing wrong. They feel like it is because of I placed that rectangle there, so the market now start hitting the rectangle and be coming down. No. All these lines you are saying is just for indications. So you won't be confused. All right? You won't be confused. Just be like, all right, the market is going to drop. This is the point at which it will drop. You understand me? So now you want to follow the trend. You've gotten the closest resistance, which is this one right in our screen. Get out. Which is this one right here. So now the market needs to drop before it starts a bullish move again. There are two types of move, retracement and impulsive. When you see an impulsive move, that is where you capitalize on. You don't capitalize on the retracement. Retracements are mostly for bearish. But whenever you see a bullish trend, always trade on the impulsive moves. What are impulsive moves? Impulsive moves are generated through a retest. And how are retests generated? Just as this. You see this? It went up, it came down. This is what I call retest. It retested, it tested that area again. Listen, it broke it before. This was meant to be a resistance, true or false. It broke it with this very big candle. Then now, because we want to trade with the trend and not against it, we have to wait for the market to get to that support again. Then we take our move along with it. Do you understand? So now the market is getting to this area. As you can see, it is getting to this area. All right. And once it gets here, man, I've been on this laptop for like since after 3. And now, having class, I have not eaten. What a life. So I am still here, waiting for this candle. Patience. Patience is a virtue. If you follow this market down, don't be surprised to see a rejection. That is something we feel like, okay, can you see the movement now? Can you see the pushing down? It is really pushing down hard. It is really pushing down hard. Can you see that? So now we are waiting for it to get here. We are expecting an instant rejection. It has not gotten to that point yet. We are expecting it to hit here, then go up back. It has gotten to that point, right? All right, let the candle close now. That's the question. Will the candle close above it or below? Do you see what's happening now? Patience is very needed in HFX. Patience is extremely needed. The question is, will it close above that support or it will close below? We'll know that on the next link. Trading is not for the weak. I keep saying it. I'm sure there are some people. Can you see what's going on? Can you see where it is pushing down? Pushing down. Trading is not for the weak. At all. It is never for the weak. Check your pocket option. Check your pocket option, guys. Check it to see the massive drop on pocket option. Do you know this candle is this black paint? Can you see that rejection now? Can you see that rejection right there? These are things you have to consider before you place any trade. Will the market close above or will it close beneath? Remember, this black line is for the 15 minutes time frame. This black line is for the 15 minutes time frame. All right? It is for the 15 minutes. So all these things are stuff you need to mark out. When you mark them out, you will be certain of where the market is going to hit and go or back. We have 13 seconds or less than 10 seconds left for this candle to close, and we are expecting the next candle. Do you understand? The next candle is going to go up, but it is first going to drop. We are expecting our bullish move soon. You understand? It has gotten to that level. It has closed. But it's created a pattern that if you understand candle patterns, or if you've read that book, you would see what I'm talking about here. You will see what I'm talking about here in a case. Okay, let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys now this question. Looking at these two candle, guys, what candle pattern is this? No, it's not. What candle pattern is this? What the? You guys don't understand. You guys don't know the candle or what? Am I communicating? Am I like, do you guys understand what's going on now? Have we seen how to get an entry now? What the fuck is all this? Bullish inside bar. Have we seen how to get an entry now? Can you see the way the market is moving up? If you had placed a trade on CAD JPY bullish move at that point, 2 minutes, you've cleared your trade. If it is 3 minutes, you remain 10 seconds for you to clear. So that's it. This candle pattern is a, what's the name? It's tweezer top. Do you understand? So a tweezer top supports a continuous bearish move. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this market drop down again and again, because it's happened on a major area. All right. This is two bottom. This is two bottom, and two bottoms, two tops. I mean, not two bottom, two tops. No, they call it double top precisely. Double top. The effect of a double top is whenever I get to that point of which it drowned before, it's going to drown. So that is something about a double top. So I've explained an entry point to you guys, and I hope you understand it. Ask me a question on the next link that I'll drop on the group.
I got Lori Hurry on my wish list. That's the only thing I want for Christmas. I've been having my way out here, yeah, no, that's facts. You ain't living that shit you said, yeah, we know that's cat. You ain't got the answer when you see me, no, I'm straight. DTOVO, we back.